Welcome to the podcast. This week we will bring you up to date with some news concerning the new COVID variant, a coal mine accident in Russia, and a Swiss vote about ending COVID restrictions. Countries around the world are introducing travel bans and restrictions on southern African countries amid worries about a new variant of COVID-19 called Omicron. The variant, which was identified on Tuesday and given a name by the WHO on Friday, is the most heavily mutated version of the virus discovered so far. This could mean even vaccines may not be as effective against it. However, scientists do not yet have a clear picture about the mutations and don't know whether they make the variant more transmissible. Cases of the Omicron variant are mostly concentrated in one province in South Africa, with some additional cases in Botswana and one in Hong Kong, which is directly linked to travel from South Africa. Several countries, including England, Australia, Japan, India, Canada, and Thailand, have announced travel restrictions and bans on South African countries in order to try to contain the variant. In the EU, the European Commission recommended to suspend air travel from South Africa and other affected countries. So far, Germany, Italy, and France have announced measures to restrict air travel from affected countries. At least 52 people are reported to have died in a coal mine disaster in Russia after a fire on Thursday which filled the Siberian mine with smoke. The majority of the 285 workers managed to escape the mine immediately after the incident. However, dozens of them became trapped. Rescue operations turned into tragedy as well, as several rescuers reportedly suffocated. Fears of possible explosions due to dangerously high levels of methane detected in the mine resulted in the rescue mission being suspended. On late Thursday, officials said no further survivors were expected to be found. With a death toll of more than 50 people, this incident became the deadliest in Russian mine for more than a decade. 3 people have been arrested over alleged safety failings in the mine, including the director. In 2004, a methane gas explosion in the same mine killed 13 people, but mine accidents are not uncommon in the country in general. A report in 2016 declared 34% of Russian coal mines potentially unsafe. However, this particular mine was not amongst them. While most European countries are introducing new measures against COVID-19, Switzerland is preparing for a vote on getting rid of restrictions altogether. The country has never had pandemic measures as strict as its neighbors. During the lockdowns, people were allowed outside anytime to exercise, and the schools were only closed for a few weeks. A COVID certificate became mandatory from September to enter bars, cafes, restaurants, cinemas, museums, sporting events, and face-to-face university classes as an effort from the government to boost vaccination numbers. However, many people organized protests against the certificate, some of which even turned violent, as well as gathered enough signatures for the issue to be taken to a public referendum. Switzerland's political system is focused on direct democracy, in which the government has little formal power, and the people can vote to decide on many significant issues. The country has one of the lowest vaccination rates in Western Europe, with less than 2/3 of its population vaccinated, and like in other European countries, COVID cases are on the rise exponentially by 40 to 50% each week. That's it for this week. Thank you for listening.